Today on Geek Devotions, we're talking about a movie called Unknown Origins and why you should always let people know that they are loved. Hello and welcome to Geek Devotions, a show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. I am Celeste and we are so glad that you have joined us today. Now, just in case this is your first time watching us, in case this is your first video ever of us, welcome. And we take pop culture geeky items, and use them to let people know that they are loved. So if you have to, go, you're like, yeah, this is not my thing, and you're going away, just know we love you. Also, just in case this is your first time and you actually stick around, you want to be here, you're like, these people are kind of weird, but it's cool. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, also Twitch, and we have a website, which is geekdevotions.com. All month long, we have been going through our Who Done It month, and you need to stick around to the end of the episode because we have a clue. A clue. This is also your last clue. Next week, you will get a cipher with which to put all your clues into to come up with the phrase. And if you're the first one to come up with it, you get a free t-shirt. A one-of-a-kind free t-shirt. So stick around to the end. Last week, Dallas and I watched a Spanish movie called Unknown Origins. It kind of came up on the list of whodunits. We were like, this looks interesting. Let's watch it, see if we can do something with it. And y'all, we could not have found a more perfect movie for us. It was fun. We enjoyed it. I do not recommend it for all audiences because there was some things in there, kind of in the background. You're like, that's there. But the basis of the story is that there is a murderer going around and killing people, but he's staging things to look like the covers of origin stories in comic books. It's a pretty big deal. It's pretty weird. And this new detective to the homicide squad, I guess it's a squad. Would that be called a squad? Division. The homicide division is the one who gets this case. He had taken it over from a older cop who was going to be retiring. And so they go through and they attempt to solve the crime. The guy gets paired up with the retired cop's son who owns a comic book store, and it's a general good film. We enjoyed it. In the movie, though, there is this subplot going on with the cop that has retired and his son who owns the comic book shop. They're kind of at odds, and you find out that there was a brother/son who passed away. He died saving somebody. Doing his job, he was a cop as well. And so the dad, the retired detective, and the son who owns the comic shop are talking. And the dad goes, I just wish I'd told him how proud I am of him. And then he goes on to say that he's proud of his son that is still living. And that he loves him. The dad makes a great point with this. And I'm not sure that this was the intended point of the movie. Like I said, it was just a subplot, but it really struck home for me. We see this concept of letting people know that we love them, that we're proud of them. James 4:13-14. Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. James is saying that while yes, we can make plans, we can't guarantee those plans. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know if somebody's going to randomly stop talking to you. You don't know if something not great is going to happen. So it's important to tell people that you love them. But what's more important is to tell people that God loves them. To tell them that God loved them so much that he sent his son to die for their sins so that they could have a relationship. That's important. So it's going to be a super short devotion today, guys, but this is really the point of things. let people know that they're loved. And not just loved by you, but loved by a God who would sacrifice everything for them. Okay guys, that was your devotion for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a short one, but really, we just didn't need to go very far to get to the point of the devotion. Don't forget to check out all of our stuff. Also, it is now time for the question of the week. The question of the week is, what is a foreign film that you really enjoy? It could be any number of things. I personally like the movie named Amelie. I think it's fun. It's really quirky, but it's fun. So leave your comments down below. So I now think it is time for the clue. The clue. Now don't forget guys, go ahead and reach out to us on social media. Let us know how you're doing. We might steer you in a different direction. If you're going one direction, we may go, that's not it. Maybe, if you reach out to us. You can also pull help, but do remember there is only one shirt. So now we come to the clue. How fast is the gram when you travel in space? Thumbing for a ride, you never know who you will face. Not the first voice, but the second you shall look. From there your answer is not 42, but 5 and 6. So that is your clue. You have a whole week to try and figure out what that clue means, and then next week we will be giving you the cipher so you can figure out everything and come up with the phrase that we have created that we're looking for, that you should be able to figure out with all these clues. Okay guys, well that is it. Y'all stay devoted.
Peace and love.